to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator, a node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd, node. Use the node to gain access to the big shell's facilities network. Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The truth is that society didn't have any problems with this. Society's never had any
Radar
problems
came
with this.
in
Nobody's
useful
ever
during
confused about this
VR
man.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the big shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
Have moved in
How do I
to
do
social
that?
sciences and have begun to fund
Just
studies
push the
and have
action
begun to
button
push
in
an
front of the
agenda
node.
in order to make this
The
definition
nanomachines in your
now
body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you,
changing all of the definitions there, trying to get it to get changed out.
All right.
The comments, but you know what? We really shouldn't have done that, and they don't have the authority to make that choice for other people.
So you and I could probably circle jerk about how shit sociology is all that exists.
right, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters the required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of the mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
And was really big issue when we look at FMs as far as like
With identification functionality.
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
What is he doing? The fuck? Is that is that busted on the? Is that top easy.
It has to refer to something outside the word itself, or it's regressive. It's a regressive definition. So if you have male on this side, female on this side, the gender is referring to biology. It actually has to be referring to biology.
I've already learned to the gender in schools and biology, but just because two sit in the lab doesn't mean it's you're sweat of one person that has to joy, good, are all the same word. I'm just like, holy shit, I'm really worried about your podcast. We do have a whole bunch of sometimes, but when you actually look into what the words mean, this is why it's really frustrating when somebody says that they make joy and happiness. They're synonyms, they're kind of similar, and they overlap a ton. And maybe the beginning and end of joy are all encapsulated within happiness. But most people treat joy like a separate word than happiness. That's how we engage with it.
Okay, so let's just preempt this is true. Okay, let's say if I look at a woman, you say that's a guy with a wig, and you say
Book
that's
happy.
not right. Right? How am I wrong?
I just looked at that first thousand.
Let's just say that they are, but I know. Let's just say that I know. Why am I still wrong though?
Fuck did I do?
I see your being
Yeah, right, but it's not wrong.
I would disagree. I see that she's a woman, but I think
Right. Right, so what we're talking is, yeah, so we're talking about definitions here, right? Definition, you might say that, I'm not wrong. Now, if I'm moving back towards you, I think that I have a better case to make the white wall.
Wow.
I think that we're talking about biology, right?
Fuck is that?
This is thing. I'm now inside strut A of shell 1.
However,
sex is less functional and less accurate. As you probably know, all of those extreme
the texture isn't far removed from
this is why sex is viable. Okay. Gender
the
actually
hat.
works really well because it explains the function of how we interact with each other.
Bro, it restarted us from the beginning, bro. This one, well, that's actually funny.
I don't understand the sexual vital function. That even if that's true, how would that even play in?
The reason why we're using sex is more accurate. And I'm saying probably all of these words that none of them are more accurate. When you talk about a hyperactive, more people that are born with XY's chromosomes, their testes don't drop, their vaginas, they look like women in every single way.
Well,
There's
they're pretty accurate. They're pretty accurate. Like, for instance, it's so accurate, in fact, that any farm animal that's born, you can essentially just take one peek. You know, same thing with human children. Same thing with human children.
Yeah, the problem is like your definition is not actually reflecting what you're using it in reality. You didn't check anybody's genitals in here. You didn't check the chromosomes. You're making assumptions on their experience.
We have to make assumptions in order to use words.
Exactly.
Does that have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Right, you won't be able to use any.
I'm mad now, chat. What the fuck?
You know, or something like that, right? They have to have some reflection on our day-to-day use. So you can say,
Before you head for the upper section of the big shell, log into the node.
that is how things work. Function is what matters. The function is how things work.
The punch is the basis of hand-to-hand combat.
I would say societally they fail to prevent us from
Would you still call them?
Personally, I would be respectful towards them, but I would say like, hey, you're not presenting properly.
Why would you do that? It doesn't match up with the reality.
Well, because you can be respectful towards someone, right? But still be like, hey, you know, just telling you like there is a non-consensual or not, you're not meeting the basis for a reality requirement.
So what you're showing me here, essentially, is that you would use the word that doesn't meet up with the expectation of reality in order to not be a little bit overtly sensitive towards that person. However, I'm using the word.
Well, this.
Good work, right.
The radar should be functioning now.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, right?
Right, but that is not my governmental order of the day, right? That is my streaming name. Yet, you still call me by that name, right? So even though that name isn't what is happening in reality, you still refer me to as that.
Wait, did you have a answer to this question?
Well, yeah, the thing that I was trying to get to at the basis of this is that there are multiple scenarios in day-to-day life where something doesn't line up exactly with how reality is. But because we're social creatures and we understand that there's more.
Right. The enemy center is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Even though that's not their governmental agency. And it's okay to say like, hey, you know, I'm going to car stuff like that anymore. You know? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. But that
Oh shit. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our favorite femboy chat.
Sons of Liberty.
Right.
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
hero Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
So I did forget this was in the PlayStation era where you had to hide, not hide shit. Each time you got to the fuck he fell. He fell and bird shit.
Ryder, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down.
I know how to do that, man. Why do you fought a bird? But first, let's admire these graphics. It's cartoony, but like, Got the Shadow 2. For PS2, this was hard. I'm not gonna lie. Aesthetic head asses. One thing I like is the pistol too. Like, look at the pistol, bro. Look at that. So now we got a weapon though. So.
Right. SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
You're talking about teamwork. You're still kind of making the statement that I'm not sure. They can kind of be, they can kind of not be. So
I leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood. I don't think it will teach. I think at the end of the day, you all have consequences. So if you choose to call somebody who's clearly trying to
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
I'm gonna just let them kill me, cause what the fuck? I thought you can just freeze, motherfucker.
Right, what's wrong? Right, right.
Oh, what the fuck? This looks different from the other one. What the hell? It was just like game over, start again.
Well, you know, something I have seen, biases that I have here too. Oftentimes when there used to be a woman's bathroom and a man's bathroom, what they end up doing is they switch the man's bathroom to an all-gender bathroom, but keep the woman's bathroom a woman's bathroom. So y'all are encroaching on male bathroom, men bathroom. I'm very upset. I'm upset about it.
Right, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
They're dying.
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Alpha Zero, report. Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. Is that? Alpha Zero, respond.
They got shot up.
Right. The president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
That's not good evidence for you to ignore. They have environmental factors.
There's a high level of genetic environmental factors that are associated with specific estrogen levels. Is it born as far as like epigenetic versus just genetic? It's probably born with epigenetic correction. Another really big marker that is probably born.
So you're talking about environmental factors, factors, great way.
No, epigenetic factor is not environmental.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked if you're talking about environmental factors affecting this as well, or if you think it's mostly just genetic.
Well, anything that's probably when it comes to trans, or you need to have like a genetic, like a pre-required. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're pre-required to have the genes.
It was one of those anime character people.
Alcoholic, who they have a predisposition towards alcohol, but absolutely.
This is ugly as shit.
That particular circumstance.
God damn. It was 3.
Genetic disposition, or if there's a different genetic disposition, where they're actually born with this disposition to want to move into another body or whatever the case is.
Based on they're just going to I suspect that it's going to be like probably still genetic to some degree, but we're going to be clear. The literature is still out on this one on just either every single thing.
Oh, hell no. You got some Batman shit. Who the fuck is that? God damn. That's trippy too. I like when it does that. When it like, it gives me a headache. He just slit his neck too. Ooh.
What I'm saying is that if it's aesthetics that we're looking at, that's what you believe. What's going on? No response. Aesthetic presentation towards the thing.
I didn't say transgender is an ideology that I define gender.
Yeah, but performance is what? Is that the aesthetic?
Well, no. The performance is the art or aesthetic.
Yeah.
Ideology.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. It's like, how do you know that the way that these are presented, right? Unless if you were put in a different
Well, they become
What are you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Crap. Bro's name is Vamp. Oh, boss battle, I think. Who the fuck is that?
Where is it?
Okay, these are not the same.
Feel better.
I'm not using the word it's
Don't ask me questions, explain it. Don't ask me questions, explain it. You don't want to explain it. You want to ask what you said I can explain this concept. You say you understand it, makes explaining. You ask me questions. Explain it again. Explain it again.
You smell like...
It has to be. Shoot! What are you waiting for?
Yeah, Queen. Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you yes, very.
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced,
VR.
but realistic in every way.
That's the PS1 one. What the
Virtual
fuck?
grunt of the digital age. That's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get
I remember that
injured,
mission.
do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR, and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right, what's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines. What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
What's up? Take a look.
I know who that is. You're not gonna fool me.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Van. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Like him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came
That dude was fucking, what's his name? The other dude.
The unit
Liquid
was
Snake.
devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this, and you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
Sexual relations.
Take this, too.
Come in, Zero. This is Bravo Zero. Present between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, we can't do this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Like that's how I learned everything in Beaver, but the biggest thing that our own Judaism is. Do you guys know that scripture was changed so many times? No, we have
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
My whole point is, okay, let me finish. Jesus, okay, let me finish. Let me finish. You keep interrupting me. It's so hard.
Hey, what's your name?
Rodden.
Ryden.
Ryden. Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
He gave me a so calm.
They were actually saying that man should not wait with T-Y because man and man are intertranslated because there's so much keywords that run through the church that they always talk about this and talk about it. So I believe in our God are the Bible, the virgin ever, in Aramaic ever, was never a child, and should not lay better
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
I believe in diversity, even in church. The churches I've gone to represent things are different. I would like to talk more about these stuff. But overall, my whole thing is I don't think in God's light would He want you sitting here shaming people for what they're doing. What they're doing is not affecting you in your life. So why don't you just mind your fucking business instead of spewing hate on a podcast with so much influence on people? Let them live their lives.
Okay,
Let
so
them live.
okay, so just
Why do you care so much? Why does it bother you so much? Are you attacking them? It makes you feel good today? Is that what it is? You see
I'm going to resolve that one quick thing. So
Is that the president?
I would like to try to direct the conversation. I mean, we can have a theological discussion about the Bible before you do that. This is not about me shaming people. This is not about me doing anything like you just described. I stated biological facts.
What the hell is that?
You have a problem with stating biological facts. The facts that I stated is for a male to have sex with a trans woman, he would be having sex with a biological male.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
That is what
Is
I
she the
said.
one they call
That's all I've
Fortune?
ever said. I once sat on this podcast shaming people, being hateful towards people. I've stated very basic facts, and you sit on the other side and you're like, you can't do that as a supposed godly Christian man. You need to be tolerant towards people. It is our job to align ourselves with the Word of God. It is also our job, as Jesus said, make disciples of the nations and to share the Word of God. And you make all these statements about Chase. You can't be judgmental towards people. Jesus told us we are to judge. We are in this life to judge with righteous judgment, and whatever judgment we apply towards others, we will be judged by that exact same standard with which we judge others. It's not a Christian's job to just walk around the world and be tolerant. It's a Christian's job to combat evil and to combat falsehoods. Okay? And for you to say, oh, it's so hateful and intolerant, and you're trying to shame people who want to make these decisions, it's none of these things. I'm simply speaking truth.
May I add to that as well, that part of what your explanation was that the Bible has been mistranslated over thousands of years, and that it's this game of telephone and we've actually lost the authenticity of the message. That's completely untrue, and it's proven to be untrue by the Dead Sea Scrolls. I highly encourage you to look at the Dead Sea Scrolls and look at the Hebrew that people have So basically what happened was we found old manuscripts that were thousands of years old in an old cave somewhere in Israel or something like that.
40s.
In the 1940s, and what we found was that they had been saved through time in these clay pots, and it's an amazing story actually. You should read into how we found these, because some kid was playing around in a cave and he found these clay pots and they had the manuscripts of the Bible within them. And what we found was when people much smarter than me and you translated these documents back into English today, and it matched up perfectly with what we have from the Bible.
There's no way to
right
make
now.
100% perfect translation, though, no matter.
But I've seen them in person. I went to this museum in the Dead Sea. I speak Aramaic. You read it, and it's the exact same text from like 3,000 years ago that they found at the bottom of the Dead Sea with ancient Egyptian chariots from the same story. And a big thing is, like, if you look at the Torah and as instead of it, or the Bible for the English word, if you look at it as a history book instead of just a religious doctrine, it's historically accurate. The things that are written in the Bible are what have happened. You can go and find ancient ruins confirming all the things. Even I went to Israel. I saw all the Jesus things, the St. Peter Apostle. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong. But like, it's a historical text document, so I think it's two different arguments. Whether it's like, has it been properly translated, and are you spewing hate? But I wasn't here for that, obviously.
Let me try to direct the conversation a little bit, because we are getting a little bit into semantics. So
and we do need to go home. Like 2 hours.
Let's talk about the things. So basically, Chase is saying, you guys said that you disagree with Chase's statement about that being
the entire mission is in your hands now. Do you
you disagree with that?
I think it's an opinion.
It's a biological
They
fact.
could decide to retaliate for that.
Why do you disagree?
So, as a trans woman, there's these things that we encounter.
Wait, you gotta speak.
There's these things that we call chasers.
Unironic, named after Jesus.
Great.
No, well, I'm not saying this.
Alcohol? Are we talking about
No, like, they're called chasers, like basically men who specifically seek out trans women for their genitals because they like femininity, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't whatever. No. Let me finish. There's categories to this shit. There's categories to this shit, and let me finish. That's gay. You're going after a chick with a dick. You don't know their dick. No, but there's categories to this shit. There's categories to this. No, I say there's categories to this shit. There's straight categories to this shit. Because if there can literally be a guy, let's say, let's say for some crazy world. Or no, let's say like real world shit, whatever. Sorry.
Let's go.
So let's say there's, or let's say for you example, or let's say theoretically, like, I'm just going to use an example, okay? I'm not saying you in general, just use an example. You see a beautiful woman, she's like 5'4", she's like beautiful, and you didn't know that she was trans, and let's say she's fully operating. You find her attractive, right? You don't know she's trans. You're attracted to her femininity, and because you're attracted to her femininity, you didn't know that she was a guy. That's a completely different thing. That wouldn't make you gay to find her attractive.
But to have sex with her.
But to have sex is a little bit different because Some men can look past the fact.
So
Can I weigh in on that real quick?
If you end up sleeping, I know now you're saving yourself for marriage, but beforehand, if you found out that one of the people you had slept with actually was a biological male and
Find that out right away.
Bruh,
It's not the same.
I'd
It's surgical.
And you
It's
also,
different.
you can tell.
It's not. Flip it inside out.
You can tell.
You can't make a vagina in a lab.
Listen, I didn't know. Listen to me, Kiko.
And Allie, as a man, you think a guy wouldn't be able to tell a biological woman from somebody who's
Oh, you'd be amazed.
from somebody
You'd be amazed.
if you're
Y'all hold your asses
you're
on
sober,
right now.
seeing a biological
God
woman
damn.
versus somebody who's had their down there hacked apart and re-sutured together.
Listen,
bro, you'd be able to tell.
Listen, no, just listen to me. Listen to me. You can tell. What? He does.
Don't mutilate your body.
As a man, I can tell. I know. But yeah, religion completely removed. All right. Last summer, I went to Thailand. There's 30% of the 30% of men, I should say, convert into you can see the top 50% of the population. Ladies, right? It's like a third gender because of how prevalent it is. Let me tell you, I know they're very convincing. They're very convincing. They get their Adam's apple shaved down. They get their jawline shaved down. They do everything to present themselves as a woman. Actually, the most expensive thing that they have to go through is getting a And so they don't do that. Let me tell you. As a man, I know that's what it doesn't matter how feminine they are.
I want to know why this what specifically is making you upset.
Yeah.
It's just I just can't believe the people.
You're upset because I know
Wait, I want to hear what she says. I want to hear what she says. Why are you upset?
It's just the laughing, the giggling, it's a joke to you guys. People's lives. People wake up that you don't feel like you're in the right body, and I work with people, and so they actually said the suicide rate in the trans community is already so high, and it's podcast there's so many fucking views, and you guys get from this shit on the all fucking time. It's people like just looking to live their lives, and they're even they're not bothering you. They're distracted.
Don't shoot.
Let them live their fucking lives. They're not bothering you. Why does it affect you so much? No, it's
You will stop?
I'm not SCPD. I came in with problems here.
Those are good questions.
Who are you with? And what happened to 1610?
And also, calling out the insensitivity. Look, I haven't.
All of
I
them.
don't know what it feels like to feel like I was born in the wrong.
Did I tell you you will? He's not one of the bad guys.
I have compassion for them. I can't.
Don't go
not compassionate. What if you can have this shit?
I'm laughing at how callous it is.
No, you can laugh
What's
the
your
whole
name?
podcast. I joke.
My name is Peter. Peter Steele.
Have compassion.
You lecturer at NAVSCO Indian Head, also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
Our
A
society
poor
has
old
damaged
man who gets dragged along.
how we speak like that. You have like people on the left that want
I
to
thought
give
you
up
were
civil
tired.
gender affirming care, in which people
I
do
did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me. With too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
stories of men.
You lost a leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
I read a story on Twitter a few months ago. This guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why someone like me cares is
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was over 10. I created it since.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had to return.
I wouldn't say that.
of people that identify as LGBT.
There are at least two people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Exponentially increasing.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission.
Kids going to school, public schools, and their teachers
Oh,
telling them
with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower. I'm,
What's your name?
Ryden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also a little woman with me.
An engineer?
And it completely stuns people.
A skinny guy. He went in with
And you
us.
can go off of them.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for a big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
That's what's his name? Octonon or Autocon. Yeah.
Right now we need to figure out how to deal with all
Shit, I forgot I was on stream. I started fucking bleeding shit.
And it's not like it's not care.
This is crazy, bro.
So I think that there
Why I
should
care
be
about this?
I don't think that you should just be like one day be like, oh, I believe I'm a woman, I believe I'm a male, and you should be able to walk in and just get procedures or get more.
Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand right now. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal, but this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the location of the bomb we choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about that. Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you.
It's a bomb detector.
Ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what? In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4s.
That's right. I've established the link with the radar, so innocent detective will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signature?
Yes, on every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the clone he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense was one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I had no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than that.
Oh, that's what that was.
Activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system.
That's one thing about this game, chat. If we play this shit is gonna be just a yap fest, low key.
Exactly.
Like, what time is it, bro? We've been here for a good 20 minutes just hearing them talk, bro.
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion. And it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
What's that? What's that, brother?
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Take this.
God damn, what a yet fest, man. Like, bro wouldn't shut the fuck up. He would just keep fucking talking. Oh wait, fuck, no.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me!
I made the same mistake as the other fucking game.
The sensor you receive from Stillman visualizes the C4's detected odor on the radar screen. This means that the radar must be enabled in order for you to take advantage of the sensor. Right, log into the node first. Struck B's node is to the south of the transfer. Right.
Requesting backup unit.
Yo.
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 I think you're doing. I'm gonna come get